mountain, and I look down and see a world I was once underneath. I stand on this mountain and I look down. My mind knows more than it once knew. Then I knew. Then I knew. Then I knew. Then I knew. Now you're here. You're here. You're there. Now everywhere with me. If this is lost, then there's no place I'd rather be than found me see. Found me see. I climb down this mountain and I look around just to see that everyone used to be me. I climb down this mountain and I look around, my mind embracing more than the truth, than the truth, than the truth, than the truth, than the truth. Now you're here, you're here, you're there. Now everywhere with me. If this is lost, then there's no place I'd rather be. Found me sing. Found me sing. I once was blind, but now I see the beauty of the world before me. Now you're there. Now everywhere with me. If this is lost, then there's no place I'd rather be. Now you're here, you're there. Now everywhere with me. If this is lost, then there's no place I'd rather be than found me sing. Found me sing. Found me sing. Found me sing.
What is going on? Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm Darren. We got Doodle and Kimber up on panel. We got Arctic in the house. We got Miss Paula in the house. Check the team chat when you get a chance. Okay. Thank you, Arctic. I sure will. Dutchie's in the house. Hello, Miss Dutchess.
Hi, Dutchess.
Thank you.
Arctic,
all for being here.
Arctic, that's crazy as hell.
Yeah, that's very heartbreaking and very alarming.
It is heartbreaking.
I'm not sure how to take that. That's
Me either.
Now y'all got me. I'm trying to get here. Y'all know my stuff don't load.
Hey, Dutchess.
It's trying to load. It's trying to load. He's watching Homestead Rescue. Have you ever watched that?
No, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, dude, it's this family called the Rainies, and they go around to people that are homesteading, and like they're like felling homesteads, and they help them like get their shit together. Build chicken houses and build like goat pens, and they bring like animals in. And I watched them build an incinerating toilet today. Didn't even know such a
Oh,
thing
wow.
existed.
Dutchie, I've been trying to take some.
Hello, Arctic.
I've been trying to take some more time off to spend with family, spend with my boys. So, got to take time for them. And my pit bull, she's laying over here on her back with her legs straight in the air. You know, the pit bull sleep, snoring like a grown man.
Dutchie, you took a week off too. It's good to take time off. It really is.
I
It's
took
good
the
to take
majority of
time
the
off.
day
It's
off, not by choice. I couldn't see. I was blind as a bat all day because I broke my glasses yesterday or last night. I went to go put them on, and the side of the glasses just snapped off. And I didn't think I was even going to be able to get glasses today because everywhere I called said, "Oh, we're booked solid." Well, finally, one of the places called me back, had a cancellation, and I went to ArcticFox and was able to get 2 pairs of glasses today. So,
Oh shit! Damn. That whole being able to see things kind of important.
yeah, well, you think you're going to know shit about that? Wait until you read the stuff that I dropped in the Discord.
Yeah, Mom, that's very important. It's actually crazy sad, is what it is.
It is sad. Dutchess, how are you feeling? Are you feeling better? How's the hand? I went to the doctor a week ago. This past Monday, I still got the bruise on my arm where they took blood. I have a feeling he probably just looked at my blood work and shook his head and was just like, whatever. He's not going to call me. He's just like, whatever. And
Arctic, is this what Dan was live about?
Yes.
No way.
very disheartening, very heartbreaking.
I'm sure Chad is wondering what the heck we're talking about. So I don't know how you want to present that, or if you do. It's
I'm glad your hand's getting better, Dutchess. And I hope the bronchitis is too.
The article's been taken down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's managed to get a lot of the articles taken down. Now, I've got some screenshots that Lisa sent me in there that she was able to get, and there's an article in there that hasn't been taken down yet that shows the charges and everything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Dutchess, that's what I've been trying to do too, get some stuff done around here. And summer's coming on, which that's one of my favorite times of the year. And I like to grill and chill outside and go to the pool.
I'm happy to see there's sunshine now, even in the Midwest, just because some people have that like seasonal depression. And
Yeah,
although most
yeah.
people say that that's not true, it really is.
Well, we got rain and storms last night, but it was 80 degrees and sunny today. I was driving the Mustang with the top down all day today.
Yeah, and yesterday we had rain nonstop, and earlier today in my during my live, it was storming pretty bad, and I think it was storming for her too. But then it turned like 80 degrees, and it was fine. I thought, oh boy.
Well, it thundered. It thundered. It acted like it was going to storm here today, but it didn't. It thundered this morning. The pit bull was on the bed, and then when it thundered, she ran upstairs to my office with me while I was working because when you have a pit bull,
We're
they're
supposed to get a
scared
whole
of
mess of
everything.
storms this weekend, from what I understand. And of course, it'll happen on the weekend because that's when the car shows are and everything. So,
I'm hoping I will be at the beach in August. Dutchess, we're going. Me and my husband and my son are going with my brother.
See, I saw Dan live earlier, but I did not pop in there. I wonder if he's still live. No.
Yeah, I just looked. He
Yeah,
was
he
live a
is
few
live
minutes
too.
ago because I didn't know if it was real or not. So I asked Arctic, and then he showed me the proof. I was like, wow, because you just don't know out here what's real and what's not. I have to like question so much. You just never know.
yeah, yeah. Chris, I did a whole live on that Wilma Nissen case.
Oh, Duchess, that'll be fine. The beach is my happy place.
Hi, Paula. I just saw that you were here. Hi, Drifty.
Yes, vitamin C is good for you.
Unless you're me, and then it's poison, unfortunately. I'm one of those weirdo snowmen people. Lupus will not allow the sun to be my friend anymore.
And when I'm at the beach, I have wine for breakfast and beer for lunch because
Oh,
it is
cool.
acceptable. It is acceptable on vacation. That is the only time. And lunch is usually served around 10 a.m. Y'all. Or
Mom, you want me
breakfast.
to pull up a funny for you? So while you're waiting,
Breakfast is usually served around 10 a.m.
Yes.
it's okay,
Please
Duchess.
do.
I'm getting used to it now, but it was hard at first because I loved the sun, but yeah, it doesn't mix, unfortunately.
My pit bull loves the sun. She goes out and lays in it until she can't lay anymore. There's LJ right there. Hi, LJ.
Yeah, Lisa, I'm so sorry you had such a bad day.
Yes,
That's
I
hard.
love a foot in my mimosa too, Duchess.
Oh gosh, yeah, Lisa, I am so sorry that your day has been what it has. I can't even begin to imagine. All right, guys. So I'm just going to put it out there. The founder of Missing People in America has apparently been charged back in 2023 with crimes against children. There is documentation. Now, he never faced any real sentencing for this because what happened was he used the timely trial process, and the prosecutors didn't get everything together in time. And his attorney was able to get everything dropped due to him not getting a timely trial.
And I really hate to see that foundation go down because they do so much good, but I don't know with him being the founder of it how that works.
I don't either because they put so many flyers out, and I hate to see the entire organization go. But it's going to be just like AWP when Jared pulled his crap. It just
Yep.
smeared the entire organization.
Sure did. Yep, and there's so many volunteers that are good people that, help with that. That's so sad to me. Ugh.
I'm fucking floored right now. Now, was it his dad that recently passed away? I know he was going through that because he was kind of acting strange on Twitter. And myself and a few other people had reached out to him, and like he was explaining to people that, that I'm almost positive it was his dad, not making any kind of light of this. Holy shit is all I can say. And what a great organization that has absolutely blows my mind. Like, 2013.
2013 and then again in 2023.
Well, I
Jesus.
lock his ass up is all I can say. I have no pity for people that hurt children. There's a special place in hell for people like that.
Yeah, I mean, Bonnie has a shirt that I want so bad, and it says "Dead pedophiles don't reoffend."
That's the only way to fix them. I'm sorry. I know that sounds bad, and I don't care because you can't fix that. You can't.
No, you can't.
I do have funnies pulled up if you want to lighten the mood.
Yeah,
for any
Dutch.
reason. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I've got them back. Thank you, Doodle. I'll pull them up in just a second. Yep, that's
no,
what he said. Dutchy is art is the guy from MPIA has been charged. Yep. I share their flyers too, and I not only share their flyers, they're on my fucking resource page that I shared with families at the car show, and myself and Arctic and Doodle.
Yeah, my whole life
blasted them everywhere.
Hours. I spend an hour a day doing just their flyers, like for months, and now I'm like, oh my god.
How is there nothing like they shared a flyer 4 hours ago on Twitter, like, oh, meh, it's okay. No, it's definitely not okay. This is why I know everybody on this panel and probably about 100 other people no longer affiliate, associate, or support Adventures with Purpose. And I don't give a fuck how many of them leave, come back, change. I don't care. It'll always be that dirtbag as far as I'm concerned.
Well, and the
Because
thing
he was
is,
the
is so
founder
many of these
of
kids
Adventures
that
with
they.
Purpose.
The thing is so many of these kids that they do flyers for, they're the only ones putting the flyers out, and as much as I'm sickened by what he's done and that he's gotten away with it, I just really hate that these kids aren't gonna. I mean, if no one shares their flyers, these kids aren't gonna get seen. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not the volunteers'
no,
fault. If they didn't know, it's not the volunteers' fault that's putting all this work in either. So I don't know how that's going to work. That's
Hi, Mustang 65. Thank you for being here, Klein. I think I said hi to you. If I didn't, thank you for being here. Yeah, no, I watched Adventures with Purpose. I'll tell you how devoted of a watcher I was. Back before they were big, back before anybody knew who they were, they had maybe a couple thousand subs on YouTube. They broke down in Calvert City, Kentucky, and I'm from Paducah. So I'd actually sent some of my family up there to help them with their broke down ass camper that they had back then. Like I've watched them for a long time. And when that shit came out, no, 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 no. Nope. Unsubscribed, unfollowed, all the things. And you know, I think you know what absolutely blows my fucking mind about this is about a year ago, do you know that they started traveling and doing short documentaries with families? MPIA did.
Yeah, but I mean, was that the volunteers or the founders? See, that's the bad part. That's what worries me is because these
I
volunteers, they may
don't know.
not know, and that's, dang, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. And you have missing people in America and you have missing in America. And I hope that the two groups don't get mixed together.
And that's what people were trying to do in Dan's chat is confuse the two groups because I'll tell you what, Jazz is salt of the earth. And yeah, she is wonderful.
Hi, Cash. Thank you for being here, love. Lisa Joe, I think I said hi to you. If I didn't, I apologize. That's why I'm trying to clarify that, Lisa, is that needs to be made very fucking clear that it's two totally different groups of people. Two totally different groups. Other than reaching out to MPI a handful of times through private messaging, I've not done a lot of work with them. I usually work with Missing in America, which is a totally different group, which is what Jazz, who Art's talking about. I've actually met three or four of the girls that help run that organization. Yeah. Oh, wow. Fucking amen. You're not late, Cash. We're just getting started. And see, something told me to pop into Dan's chat, and I was like, no, I'm trying to stay lighthearted tonight. Because when I first went in there, he was just talking about how everything was public records and da da da. So I really didn't know what he was talking about. And I just kept scrolling, looking for stuff, funny stuff.
Yeah, Lisa Joe, Mom and I can tell you some story about advocates who turned out to be fuck faces. That's for sure.
And it's stuff
Oh,
like
hell
this
yeah.
that really it really makes me just want to say, am I even making a difference? It's like I have shared I had hour lives on this. Like I feel I don't even know. I don't even know how to feel about that. It's I mean, really, are we making a difference when the founder of these companies are doing this? Like, how do you I don't know.
How can he get in for defamation? It's public record. I mean,
Money talks.
I don't think he can get him for defamation.
Yeah, Doodle, you are making a
Oh, and I
difference.
agree with
And I've used MPI. Hell, I used one of their flyers tonight because there was a silver alert out, and Kenny hadn't put one out on the Aware Foundation page yet. He did right after I did my short on it, but
Why is it so hard when you're trying to help someone and do it for the right reasons that it always has to backfire in this way? Like, why does that how does that even It seems like every time you get to where you trust someone or something, even a foundation, this crap comes about. You can't trust anyone. That's crazy. These are missing children. Sorry, I'm just ranting. I'll shut up. Sorry.
No, get it out. Get it out because it's the truth. It's absolutely the truth. I mean, these families go through enough without trusting an advocate or trusting an organization that is based off of advocacy, and then find out that the founder's a fucking pedophile. I mean, that's not
I mean,
cool at all.
even your resources out there, like the Charlie Project. There's families out there that are pissed off at the people that run the Charlie Project because they fucking refuse to correct their misinformation on there.
And see, and that's something that's so important is this information. It does so much damage.
And
It does
Dutchess
so
is
much
right.
damage, and that's a, oh,
She's right. There are predators
what did
everywhere, and
Dutchess
that's the
say?
truth. Churches, schools, foundations. I mean, they lurk in
Yep.
the places where you least expect.
How do you like? And again, this is where our government is a complete fucking failure. How do you get a 501c3 and start a foundation like this when you have charges from 2013
Well, from
as
what
crimes
Dan was
against
saying,
children?
from
Like, I
what
can't
Dan
wrap my fucking
from,
mind around that.
from what Dan was saying, it's not a 501c3. They are an LLC. They have volunteers that help them with the flyers and everything, but they are an LLC.
So they're not a nonprofit, they're a limited liability.
That's what Dan was saying. Now, I haven't looked into that part. That's just alleged as far as I know, because I haven't seen it for my own eyes, but that's what Dan was saying over on his live.
This is every reason to be that helicopter parent, that helicopter grandparent. Pay attention everywhere, please.
And Lisa's right. Most of these families are so incredibly desperate that they just have someone listen to them and share their love and story means everything. Yeah, and I agree with that. And Dutchess says South Carolina had some law enforcement arrested for SA crimes and internet sex crimes. It's horrible. And we're seeing that more often. We're seeing law enforcement. We're seeing in
Exactly.
churches, teachers.
These predators are in every corner of our atmosphere. They're in our government offices. They're in our law enforcement. They're in our schools. I did a story once about a bus driver that SA'd a child on the damn school bus. I mean, no place is safe for our kids.
A lot of people think that people that are pedophiles are lower class. They're lower class people, but I can tell you, and I've heard it from somebody that worked for the FBI before and worked in the cyber crimes division. And of course, they had to bust the worst of the worst dirtbags. And most of the people that they busted for things like that, they are white collar. They're doctors. They're
You're right.
lawyers.
You're definitely
They're-
right because
They're
the
not.
crime unit, the
They are
children's crime
not. They are not. They are not lower class. What people might consider lower class, poor people, or whatever. They are doctors. They are lawyers. They are, they're businessmen. They are CEOs. They are heads of business. They don't, because everybody goes, oh, well, they don't. A pedophile doesn't look like a pedophile. It's just like a serial killer doesn't look like a serial killer. A psychopath
Exactly.
looks like just like everybody else. These people look like just like everybody else. They come dressed in suits. They come dressed in, they are white collar. They are CEOs. They are, they're millionaires. They're billionaires.
It's everywhere. In Missouri, the crimes against children unit has arrested more law enforcement, more high class people than they do lower class people. Because those are people in power. And when they have power, they feel untouchable. And that's what pisses me off so bad. These are vulnerable children. This is not, if you're going to be an adult and you're going to be a predator, why are you going to pick on a baby, a child?
Exactly. Exactly. These people deserve to be hurt the same way that they hurt these kids. And the only solution for a goddamn pedophile, in my opinion, is to run their ass through a chipper shredder. That way they can't ever hurt anyone again. Send them to the wood chipper. But the part of the problem is that the sentences, when they do get caught, are so damn light. Look at Josh Duggar. Okay, the FBI said it was the worst case of child pornography they had ever seen, and he gets a 10-year sentence, and half of that will end up being suspended, and he'll be out of jail in 5 years.
And see, that's not okay. That is just not
No.
okay. Line them up. Line them up, take care of the problem, and move on. Instead, we house them, we feed them, we take care of them until what? Maybe if they even get in prison, and then we feed them, we give them, 3 meals. They don't have to worry about it. Yet we got homeless vets freezing to their streets. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Dutchie, I think people would buy it.
Dutchess.
I'd buy it.
For me,
I
it's
said,
like 95.
Bonnie has a shirt.
Sorry. 95% of my channel
You're
is
good.
NPIO flyers. That's what mainly all of my missing. That's like the one that I went to for all my flyers. So my whole channel is filled full of this. And I get that, the missing kids' faces are out there, but that's.
But, we didn't know. We didn't know. Hell, I didn't know until Dan brought it to my attention. And Lisa Joe had sent me something earlier that Dan was going to do a live on it.
I'm just fucking mind blown.
Yeah, and here I am. I'm feeling bad in a way because this was supposed to be our decompression live, and I brought this heavy shit, but people need to know.
They need to know. I'm glad you brought it up because, like I said, 98% of my
I am too.
Flyers from that.
Doodle,
No, I'm glad you brought it up too.
A lot of mine flyers are from there too. Some of mine are from the Aware Foundation, but I got a lot of flyers from
most of the ones that
NPIA.
I do. Thank God, most of the ones that I do are the Aware Foundation because Kenny puts my videos up on his page, and we've been in communication with each other, and I've been doing some volunteer work with them and stuff. And I just filled out my paperwork to try to do some volunteering with the Missing in America Network with Jazz. So
I may just go back to helping support other channels. I don't know how to. I don't know.
Doodle, you can't let some fucking pedo drive you off of the internet or drive you off of your channel. You are doing amazing things over there, like what you did today with the Michael Polite case. There's a lot about that I didn't know until you brought it into my attention.
Mom, Dutchess wants a link.
It's trying to drop. It's my signal.
Oh.
He's messing with the TV.
And the hardest part is like, what about the
It's a
victim?
spinning.
This child, children, whatever children. I mean, what is that foundation or LLC doing for that victims? What are they doing for those? Because I get so sick of all these people talking. They take up for these pedos, but yet, what do you do to help? Whether it be a family member or whatever, what are they doing to help these victims, these little kids that have to go through this pure hell? Because
Exactly.
this is just not okay. It's sickening. I'm sorry, I'm emotional, but damn, some of us have lived lives like that. And then you see this and you try to help and then this comes about. It's so sickening.
Hi, Dutchie.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Thank you for just sharing this information with me. Thank you, Arctic, for sending me that. Because they send me flyers to share every single day on Facebook in my messenger. They blow
Yeah.
me up all the time to share
Oh
flyers
yeah.
for them.
Yeah, they do me too. And I've been sharing their. I mean, I'm sure you've seen my Facebook. I share almost every single one of their flyers to my Facebook.
That's who I
Yeah,
go
and
to
I
the
share them on my live streams, but I'm not going to be able to do that.
me
I
either.
mean, as much as I hate to say that, like, I can't. No. That this just make. I swear.
No, I
It's
won't share
always
another one.
something. It's always something, it
Not from
seems
them.
like. I just appreciate you letting me know. And I think it's important that we, make other people aware. Because I don't want to be supporting something like that. And while you were talking, that's what took me over to their website where they take volunteers to help be able to share all these cases. And so they're wanting people to help them for free, but they are a for-profit business.
Yes.
I just, mm.
They're a for-profit business, you said?
Yeah, they're an
Well, I mean,
Yes.
they're
LLC.
an
They
LLC.
are.
They're not a
Yeah,
501c3.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
they're
Yeah.
an
sorry. I
LLC.
didn't understand how that worked. Wow. Well,
Yeah,
that's
they're a
yeah, no.
limited liability corporation. They're not a nonprofit. They're a corporation.
Okay. Hmm. That makes it even worse. Honestly,
I
that's
know, right? Doesn't
yeah.
that just feels weird to me?
Yeah, that's not any and
And then
that's what
the
98% of my channel is. So that's great. That's
but
God, I hope I've never hurt anybody with that. That's not okay.
here's what I will say. I do feel bad about the fact that I'm not going to share. I'm not going to share the flyers, so those kids' faces will not be seen. I
And
do
that's
feel
the
bad
really
about
shitty
that.
part of all of it.
That's
That's
Me
the
and
that's
really
Dutchie
the
both
shitty
make
part of all of it.
flyers.
that's the
I'm just
worst
gonna
part
have
about it.
to make. I mean, I every case that I mean, I usually just try to make flyers for like the Carolinas is usually my focus point because I'm only one person.
I get it.
Making all the flyers. I don't have anybody else helping me, so it would be nearly impossible to run something like the Aware Foundation, where they
Exactly.
probably have
Exactly.
multiple people getting in these cases that could go into a system and put in the information into a template and create a flyer.
Yeah.
Dutch, yes, Dutchess Chan. Um,
Hey, Cash.
hey, beautiful, you do great stuff, and Arctic sort your doorknob out. I just wanted to say on the paedophilia point, in terms of Louis Theroux. Do you know Louis Theroux?
No.
He's a British documentary maker. He made a couple of documentaries about a couple of places in America. The first one was in an institution that housed paedophiles. The other one was where paedophiles were released into the streets. And I think I mentioned this on G2K's channel. He's a sexual abuse survivor.
Mm.
But it's very interesting. It's what can you do with pedophiles, and the currently nothing except segregate them from society. What I got annoyed at earlier was because I think you or someone said veterans as well, and it's when you start bringing up, well, we give all this money to house the pedophiles, but we don't for the veterans. Well, I would rather pay to keep pedophiles off the streets. I would love veterans and all to have money too, but my priority first of all would be give the money to keep pedophiles segregated. Sorry.
I
Had a point
understand.
earlier.
No, I understand. I think
It's a
they
fair
should line 'em
point.
up.
It's a fair
Yeah.
point that you're making. I mean, because
Mhm.
right now they just release them on this, you know, registry, but like, how is that actually stopping them from being recidivist? Because, you know, these types of people that commit crimes like this isn't something that, you know, that they're
They
mandated to get
cannot be
therapy and
rehabilitated.
treatment. No, they just release them back. And
Well, there's no therapy or treatment that can cure that
No,
shit.
there
No,
isn't at all. There
no, but
isn't
I
at
feel
all.
like that, you know, there
As of
comes a
yet.
time when you should, at least they should consider castration. They should consider any and all points,
It
because
does not work. It does not work. They've tried a lot of things. It does not work. My only argument, and this sounds a bit sort of weird, is that I don't like it when people say, "Well, we're spending money on this and not that," because it dilutes it. Spend money on segregating paedophiles. Fuck it. Fuck veterans. Fuck everyone. Segregate the paedophiles. Spend the money separating them so no kid ever suffers again. You know? I don't like the mixing of stuff. It's like saying, well, we bought from China, but but we should have got from elsewhere. Stop mixing. No, paedophiles, spend the money on segregating the fuckers because they need to be out of society, because they will not be rehabilitated, and legally we cannot obviously put people down. And there are different levels. There's paedophilia, there's child molestation, there are various levels, but there's currently no cure. And
right, exactly.
what I'm saying is, don't bring veterans. Veterans have nothing to do with it. You know, don't say the money could be spent on veterans. Well, yeah, of course it could. The money could be spent on Elon Musk's fucking space rockets. You know, what I'm
But I
saying
just
is,
meant it like if we got rid of them, meaning they should all get the death penalty. You hurt a child, I believe you deserve the death penalty. And I don't think it should
Exactly.
be.
I
I don't
know
think
that
it should be 40 years. I think it should be immediately line them up, and then we can spend that money on veterans.
I know that point, but that then creates this drama and this like saying veterans, it creates this emotivity. And what we need to do, I think, is just, and it's hard to do, is just, you know, settle the emotion and say, well, hang on, we at the moment there is no cure for people who are inclined to be that way. So and there are different levels. Remember that it's an interesting topic, but it needs addressing in a calm manner. It is my opinion. And whilst there's no cure, let's embrace the segregation. But like I said, the only reason I came on, sorry, I'll go in a second. It's there's two Louis Theroux documentaries, one inside a facility in the US and the other when they're released, and both are very interesting. Louis Theroux is a very sound documentary maker. He's very similar to the guy who I can't remember his name, British guy who did the Eileen Wuornos documentary, got really friendly with her as well. But I'll go and leave you to it. I'll be in chat anyway. Stay safe. Or sorry.
Thank you for coming up, Cash.
Thanks for
You
coming up,
lost Dutchie. I
Kat.
don't know if
Thanks
she
for
jumped
coming
down
up,
on
Kat.
purpose. Let me drop this link again in case Dutchie fell off the front porch or.
You know, if she
Wow.
fell off, you have to play the.
I'm gonna play it just in case she fell off because it makes me happy.
Here, look right here. I don't think. Help me. Help.
Bawaha.
In case you wanted to come back up. Thank you, Cash, for coming up. You're not misbehaving. All opinions are welcome. Thank you for being here. Hi, Butterfly. Thank you for being here. This is what we do: is we give awareness and we bring the information and the facts to the table. And I'm just clusterfucked at this point. Is the best way to put it, I guess. Fucking mind blowing.
But one thing that, Doodle, I want to really stress to you that don't let this shit get to you and you take your channel down. Even Dutchie will tell you the same thing. All of us up here will tell you the same thing. You're doing so much good with what you do over there. You're so good with these families and everything. I would hate for this to get to you. I mean, hell, with what we survived over at Dago's, this had nothing. I mean, and we weren't affiliated with MPIA. All we did was share their flyers. So don't let this push you off the fucking platform.
Yeah, but my problem is I
Hell no.
have actually went to MPIA with people and they have made flyers for me. So I kind of did.
I've had them make
rely
flyers
on them.
too.
Dutchie's backstage.
I've had them make flyers too. You can't let that. This is what the evil wants you to do. The evil wants you to think you're not doing the right thing and to step away and to not do what you do. Because
Well,
whether
Lisa
you're
Joe,
religious
we
or
have
person or
teamed
not,
up.
my grandmother would say, the devil will whisper in your ear, and that's what this is. And you can't let one dirtbag stop from you doing what you do. Those coming in, the founder, hi Fuzzy, thank you for being here. MPI, Missing People in America. Let me pull their logo up so that way it's not.
Yeah, because they're on
confusing
Facebook and they
on-
have a website. They have a website. They're on Facebook. They're on X. And sorry, I yeeted myself.
She
No,
played
you're
the.
fine.
She played the yeeted off the porch. Did you see it?
I did.
Okay.
I
You
yeeted myself off.
But see,
off the porch.
it wasn't me that got that played for them tonight. It was you, Dutchess, because I didn't yeet myself off the porch tonight, which is very unusual. But the night's not over. It's still young.
Well, we're going to blame the dog because I have a 73-pound pit bull that came over and just plopped her whole body down on me. And then I yeeted myself while Cash was talking.
I don't know where my 72-pound pit bull's over there. So she's on the other side, but she will come over here and lay on my legs in a few minutes.
Doodlebug, you are very appreciated for all the work that you're doing. I don't get to catch you live sometimes when you're doing cases, but I do catch you on the replay and have you in my ear when I'm out running around doing things. And I've learned a lot about cases that I've never even heard of. And
Thank you.
when we come across a situation like this where there's a predator that's unearthed in the community in which we are trying to bring awareness and do what we do to bring these people home, I feel like that's the time where we need to try to unify together, because sometimes we have to stand strong and we have to work smarter, not harder, because there's going to be people that are amongst us, whether it's on YouTube or other social media platforms, or that have their own platform on a different site, that are doing these things that are up to no good. And we can't sit idly by and just say, well, maybe I should just not be doing this. I mean, everything's for a season, and you've got to do what you feel is right in your heart. But I know what drives me, and it's calling these damn people out,
Mm-hmm.
because what's done in the dark will come to light. And that's one of the reasons why I have to shine a light, because I live in a place right now where there's been a homicide that happened 5 miles from my house, and this man's family isn't getting justice. I mean, these cases that are local to me, that's why I started making the flyers to begin with. It was for my community. And that's why, I always start out with my community and cover my local area. North and South Carolina, that's where I was born and raised. So that's my focus area. I hope that one day we can all come together and be able to have something where we can do the work like MPIA is doing, but know that we're doing it, and that we're not the shit people that this guy is.
Right, right.
So, Doodlebug, don't be so hard on yourself, because I just want you to know that you are an asset to this community, and I appreciate everything that you do, as well as Mind of Monsters and Kimber and Arctic and all the other creators that are out here sharing awareness for these cases. It matters.
Thank you. I
It
appreciate
matters, and it takes a village. And I just want you to know that, like, I see you, and don't think that I don't see you, because I try to share as a little bit from all the places that that are doing amazing work. And there's not a lot of creators with ethics that are left out here right now. A whole bunch of them are over there doxing and fighting each other and entering into crazy lawsuits and crying victim, and going after each other, and I ain't got time for all that. That's 8th grade shit.
it is, and
So
it's
it's
so
left up to the
heartbreaking.
few of us that still have our morals and ethics about us, to try to keep this train from going off the damn track like these other people.
Right.
That's just the way I see it. Thank you for letting me say what I needed to say, but that's one of the reasons why I was kind of glad that I was sick. I mean, I hated being sick, but I really needed to log off because it's just getting ridiculous out here.
It
And
is. It is.
and so I mean, listen, if I have to go back to just making videos and not going live and just making flyers, spending all my time making flyers and not going live, I've considered it. I've given a lot of things a lot of thought, because I just can't get like invested. I mean, I want to be able to cover these cases, but it seems like every time I have a family on my channel, it's like people are going to come after them. I mean, people can feel how they want to feel, but damn, I mean, give these people some slack. I feel terrible.
In their very darkest time of their life at that. I mean, it's not like you're picking on them on a good day.
Yeah.
This is their nightmare. That their life is at the darkest ever, and then they attack. I don't
Yeah.
get it.
I'm
I mean,
hoping
if I
Katie's
knew how
going
to
to look.
make if I knew how to make flyers, I'd make some flyers. I'm just not good at that. Everyone has their own
I know,
skill
but
set.
listen, I know, and you're doing an amazing job with what you're doing. and we need you for what you're doing, like all of your videos and your shorts and everything that you do. Like you said, everybody has their thing. But like to make the system really be effective, like with how MPIA is, how the Aware Foundation is set up, they've got multiple people
Yeah.
working all of these different areas. And, I hope that one day, that we'll be able to create something like that where we can have people to come and volunteer and be able to have these types of things set up so that we can work more efficiently. Like it's not impossible. It'll take time, it'll take people, and it'll take a little bit of effort. Yeah, to pull all of that together, because it's more than just one person can do.
Yeah, because on the, and I even hate to say the name now, on the MPIA, like on Facebook and Arctic, and I know y'all all know this too, they had so many older cases.
I know.
They
That
had
was
Yeah.
one of the
tons.
reasons why I shared it a lot,
I did too. They had tons and tons and tons of older cases. And I would mix when I did my shorts, I would mix those. When I do my shorts, I mix those in, with the newer ones because
Yeah.
don't put the older shorts on just one because people go, oh, well, they've been missing since 1980, blah, and they'll be like, whatever, you. So I mix them in with the newer people missing because that way, if somebody's looking, they may not pay attention to the date that way because
Right.
if it's in with newer shorts, they're just going to look and they might see it and go, hey, wait a minute. So, but they had so many older cold cases of missing people.
Well,
But
and
now,
Barbara's trying to get the Timmy's Legacy Foundation going, and that's going to be a 501c3. And it'd be great if we could get volunteers to do flyers just like MPIA and Missing People in America. Only
Yeah.
only we won't have pedos on our team, but Missing People in America. It breaks my heart that this has come to light because they were so
Yeah.
prolific about putting even the colder cases out and everything. But I'm hoping that now the last time I talked to Barb, she said she was going to talk to a lawyer and see what it would take to get the paperwork filled out and how much it would cost to get this
Mhm.
thing going. And
Okay.
I need to talk to her, find out how much it's going to cost, because if I have to foot the bill for the lawyer, I'll definitely do my part. I don't know if I can do it all, but I'll do my part on it.
Well,
And we have
just let me know how we can help, because we definitely Barbara needs that.
yes. Yep.
That's something that is very important to her, and Timmy's legacy is important also. And
Yeah.
she's wanting to help advocate for other missing people, and she can set her 501c3 up to do something just like what MPIA is doing. She can, you just have to fill it out, like how you want to set up the website, and do you want to take volunteers that can help do these things, because having that impact where you can get out a lot of flyers immediately, in a vast area, having people that volunteer from different states all across the United States, because what's a better person to cover a place than the place where they live?
Of course.
That's why I cover South Carolina, because that's where I live. I know the most about missing people where I live.
Mhm.
What better place do I know than the place that I know like the back of my hand?
Right. That is a good point. And also, we also have to keep in mind that the volunteers of MPIA may not have known any of this. They just volunteered. So I
Absolutely.
don't want to say
It's
that
they
they're
probably didn't know.
right, right. So I don't want
right.
them, I don't want to say that everyone there, because I'm sure they volunteered to help, just as we are.
Exactly. They had no
Right.
idea, and you know, just like me sharing their flyers. I had no idea until I came into this live tonight that anything like this had transpired. And when I checked Discord and looked what Arctic sent me, I just felt furious because I have showcased and given them a lot of airtime, not just in sharing their flyers on my social media, but on my live streams. I have, you know, that when I share a flyer, I'll usually say, and this flyer is provided by, and I link
Mhm.
them in the description of my video. I give them credit.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to take that away from the flyers that I share. I always link the description of every place of the different flyers that I share because I know what it means, you know, when you take the time to put out the flyers and you make them yourself. Like, you got to give credit where credit's due. But I can't do that any longer. I mean, and it makes me sad because they have a lot of resources, and I just wonder. I mean, you said this guy was like the president,
The founder.
the founder. Oh, see, that makes it even worse.
Yes. For heaven's sakes.
Surely, no, I don't want to say surely. That's not the word. I just don't even know what to say. I'm just disgusted by this because to embed yourself as a predator and then found something that leads me down a rabbit hole that I don't even want to jump down because I don't even know if there's a ladder long enough to get my ass back out of it. How
Amen.
does a
I'm with ya.
person who is invested in this now, given, I don't know when these charges were, when were the charges? Please tell me that again.
2013 and 2023.
Okay, so here's what gets me. The first charge, 2013. He founded this in 2018. Why? Why? I want to know why. What is the why? Because you already have somebody who has already committed a crime X amount of years before he creates. You see where I'm going, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This is scary. This is what makes it scary to me because I'm like, is he literally preying on
the missing that and
oh
are
my
they
God.
missing? Does he know where they are? That's where
Oh
my
my
mind's going.
yes, see
This is
there.
that's the same rabbit hole I was fixing to go down. And do you know there's
Oh.
probably another reason that he did not make it a 501c3. He could
Exactly, because he probably can't because
cannot make
he
it a
couldn't
five because of his charges.
because of his charges.
So he had to make it an LLC.
I knew if we just discussed this that I could make it make sense in my mind, but I didn't want y'all to think that I was this terrible person. But over here in my little rabbit hole, that's where I'm going is when were these charges and did he create this before or after said charges? And knowing that now, I got questions.
It's a big old rabbit hole,
Is
Alice.
he literally sharing missing cases of somebody that he knows where they are? I'm sorry.
That's
I
exactly
just have to ask that question. Please let me know if I'm off base here because
I'm 100% with you. That's exactly where my mind went.
It's a big old rabbit hole, Alice, and I'm going to tell you what, the White Rabbit and the Mad Hatter are going to show up in just a few minutes.
Well, I'm going to have to go get my tinfoil hat out of the closet then.
Because it's a big old rabbit hole, Alice.
Well, all I got's an armadillo helmet. Will that work?
That will work. Yes.
Right,
I always advise when we talk about things like this to get your helmet, get all the seat belts, lock and load, make sure you're strapped in, get your holy water, and you're safe.
You better get your light. We better get our lights for our tinfoil helmets too, because I think we're going deeper
like a pencil, light that you put that you wear when you go caving.
Because we've never been in a rabbit hole this deep before.
Arctic, this is not good, bro. This is bad.
I know.
And I just want to know, am I the only person out here, which I know now y'all are seeing where I'm going with this, like surely I'm not the only one that has sat back and go, okay, the math isn't mathing.
Right.
What did
Yeah.
what was the motive behind this guy actually making this? What does he actually know about some missing people?
Exactly. And I want to know the first flyers he came out with and why. What was the first flyers that he made sure got out first, and why were those the first ones?
Oh my God, we're fixing to start a new series, y'all.
I have words. I don't know if I don't know if Mom would like me to use the words that I have, but I have words.
Oh Lord, let me get my tinfoil hat real quick.
Let it
I've
rip.
got my helmet.
I have words for something like this, but I see possible. Mom, I'm going to say it. Oh, I can't. I shouldn't.
Go for it. Go for it.
Put it in back
I'm-
chat. I'll say it.
Mom's
I'm
like,
just,
later I
I'm just
will.
going to say it. Fuck it. I
Got
see something that could be leading towards trafficking. I said it.
Yeah.
Trafficking.
You're not
It-
wrong.
No.
Now you're picking up
Trafficking.
what I'm laying down.
I am picking up what you're laying down.
As long as
Oh,
you don't
this is
start
not
talking
good,
about
y'all.
tunnels, Kimber.
Huh?
As long as you don't start talking about tunnels.
No, we're not talking about tunnels. I can't get into no tunnels, man.
No, we can't. Yeah, because if we get down a rabbit hole, we definitely getting out of. If we start talking about tunnels, and then we'll be in a tunnel, and we won't know how to get out.
Mm-mm. But I'm seeing exploitation. I'm seeing trafficking. I'm talking trafficking because, like I said, and I'm totally this right here. He could not make it a 501c3 because he didn't start this corporate. He did not start it until 2018, and his first charges were from 2013, and he couldn't make it a 501c3 because it had to do with missing children, and they would not let him because he had those charges, and he had to make it an LLC because he couldn't do a 501c3 because if they would have snatched him and told him absolutely not. I'm surprised he was even able to make it an LLC.
I just have to wonder if law enforcement is like investigating into that because. I mean, didn't they look in 2023 and go, hey, this guy runs an entire business and he has an LLC for missing people in America and shares a lot of missing kids? Like, surely they did the math then, right?
LJ, is he registered?
No, he never faced any consequences for the 2023 charges because they didn't give him a timely trial, and his lawyer used that to get those charges dropped.
So what about the 2013 charges?
That was for endangering a child. That wasn't for predatory behavior.
So
Oh,
how did he
Lord.
endanger a child?
You can ask Lisa Joe. She's the one that's been looking into the 2013 stuff. It was
And so
dismissed
have
too.
you been able to get off these charges in 2023?
Because you're guaranteed a right to a speedy trial. Well, the prosecution didn't have all their shit together in a timely manner, and so his defense attorney talked to the judge and got the charges dropped and said that they were interfering with his due process to a speedy trial, and the charges were dropped.
It's funny what money can do, especially when you have an LLC.
Okay, so Lisa, the 2013 charges were predatory, but the little girl was too afraid to testify, so the charges were lowered dramatically. Is that what you're telling me?
Okay. All right, guys. I'm
See-
going to catch the rest on replay, but I got to drop off of here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We'll catch up soon. Have a
All
good
right.
night, honey.
Have a good
All right,
night,
you
Arctic.
too. Bye.
So Lisa Joe says, okay, so Lisa Joe said the charges were predatory, but the little girl was afraid to testify. So the charges were lowered dramatically to child endangerment in 2013. So it would have been predatory had the little girl been willing to testify. So what the actual?
If they didn't charge him, then he's just out there doing whatever he's doing. Who knows what he's doing? I don't know. But that makes me uncomfortable.
Me too, very.
Okay, but
Um,
he's still, Duchess, that's still the reason he did not do the 501c3, because I don't think even with the child endangerment charge, he could have done the 501c3 for this type of business. He could have gotten a 501c3 with the child endangerment charge. So that's why I still believe that's why he had to do an LLC.
or maybe he just chose to do the LLC because he really ain't interested in helping.
Right.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm going to have to investigate. We're going to have to keep an eye on this situation. I think I'm just going to.
I'm going to have to buy some more tinfoil tomorrow for everybody hats.
Yeah, I think it's a Costco trip for sure.
I'll get 2 or 3 boxes.
Well, thank you for giving me a link to come up and chit chat with y'all. It's been a really nice week to just not. I've just been burnt out. All of this drama and craziness and just stuff going on in my real life. I've just not really had the wherewithal to think about even talking about any cases. Like, it's, you have to, self-care is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
agree.
start doing more self-care. I'm gonna start
I
spending
agree.
more time with my husband and my son, because I enjoy being here and I will still be around, but I want to spend more time with them instead of,
Real life comes first, and it's
yeah.
okay to log off the internet and go take care of the things you have to in real life, because the internet is just that. It's the internet. Just do what you can, and then on the days that you can't, then go do whatever it is that you need to take care of first.
Well,
And that's
they gonna be picking my nursing home someday, so I gotta take care of them.
amen to that.
Right.
Well, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. I'm going to go in here and watch some TV with my hubby for a little bit and chit chat with him because he's on call all weekend. And I just got my new Bissell steam cleaner off of TikTok, and me and the shower have a date tomorrow to steam clean the shower. So I got things that I got to do. So I got to spend some time with hubby so I can dedicate my Saturday to cleaning. But I will be listening, and I appreciate all that you guys do. Keep up the good work. Take
Love you,
time for
Dutchie.
yourself when you need to, and we'll catch up soon.
Night, Duchess.
All right,
Thank you for
night.
coming up, Dutchie.
Night, Dutchess.
Thank you for having me.
For those that are coming in late, let's go ahead and I want to clarify what's going on because we have people that come in and they're really not sure what's going on. So it's come to the community's attention that, and I'm going to pull this up because I want this to be clear. I'm talking about here. I don't want it to be confusing on which group it is. So I'm going to pull up this tab. So you guys are aware of these flyers with this logo, the gold logo that says MPIA. The founder of MPIA apparently is been charged with crimes against children. So that is what we're discussing. I want to make sure that they are not confused with this group. This is Missing in America Network. These are two totally different groups. This group here is not affiliated with this group. These are two totally different organizations. So if anybody catches Replay Crew, or if you have questions, I just want to make sure that people understand that this is the group that the founder has charges for crimes against children. For those of us that are on Twitter, and Fuzzy, if you want to comment, you can, honey, and correct me if I'm wrong. But it was about a month ago, and he was commenting that he had lost his father. He was really going through some stuff. I reached out to him myself and was like, I'm sorry, if you need an ear, if you need somebody to talk to, da 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 da, all the things. This group is a totally different group. This is Missing in America. We are discussing missing people in America. Two totally different groups. Just so that clarification is there. I'm also going to pull up this. So, oh, thank you, Lisa.
Klein, you haven't said
Lisa's a
anything
freaking
tonight.
rock star.
Do you have any thoughts, opinions? Klein's been quiet. Is he with us?
Klein, if you're talking, you're muted, honey. It's not muted on this side. Check your mic and see if you're muted because we can't hear you. So this is the charges. This is Ryan Joseph Ritchie. 1 count of involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, 1 count of indecent assault, and 1 count corruption on a minor. 33 years old at the time of arrest. He's a male. Ryan J. Ritchie of Waynesboro has been charged with 1 count of each of involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, indecent assault, and corruption of minors. The incident was reported on January 3rd at 9:56 a.m. and an investigation was conducted on Hamilton Avenue. This is public record, so I'm not doxing anyone or putting anyone's information out there. I'll put the link in the chat for those that don't have the link, so you know that I'm not pulling up something that's not correct, true, or fact. This is a list of charges: 8/2/2023, 10/23/2023. This is an arrangement disposition, criminal trial, testimony hearing, preliminary hearing. February 19th, called a criminal trial, pretrial conference. Motion to dismiss was put in on 5/6/2024. The 28th of March 2023, a child who once lived with a Waynesboro man is now accusing him of forcing him to perform sex acts on him. Ryan Joseph Ritchie is charged with felony IDSI with a child felony indecent assault of a person of less than 13 and a felony corruption of minors. Ritchie is free and on an unsecured bail of $25,000.
Unsecured bail, and it was only $25,000.
Mm-hmm.
What?
This is the 2013 charge, endangering a child under the age of 18. It's a Class A misdemeanor. That was closed. Lewd, lascivious behavior. Guilty status closed. Wow. I just want to puke. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I did want to make sure that I made that clarification that the two groups are not affiliated. This is the founder and not the whole entire group of people. Nicole, I saw a comment. Let's see. We've been down a few rabbit holes. I'm convinced we are onto something, but we got to the point where we're just stuck. One day, I'd love to get y'all's opinions, even if the opinion is that we are crazy. Nicole, you reach out. You're in my Discord. You can reach out, and what we can do is I can send you a private stream link because StreamYard is a studio. I can send you a private stream link. Myself and the team can come up, and we'll be happy to look at anything that you want us to look at with you, and we can all be crazy together. Thank you, Lisa, for what you sent in Discord. Welcome in. Taylor, no, not MMIP, MPIA. Snapping on the couch. I'm going to go ahead and start steam cleaning my shower. That sounds like fun, actually. And you're welcome, Fuzzy. Thank you guys all for hanging out tonight. Twitter says I just unfollowed MPIA. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not going to be sharing any more of their flyers. I guess I will. I'm with Dutchess. Like, I guess what I'll start doing is if I see a flyer, I get sent a flyer and they're the only one that has that flyer, I'll just make my own damn flyer. Because I cannot condone any behavior like that. There's so many people following missing people in America. That's so disturbing. Yeah, it is. This information is incredibly disturbing. And I feel like it's constantly giving everyone a side eye. Yep. And that's a damn shame that you have to side eye people. "12 years ago, Liz Seville." Cash, is that the guy that did the documentary about the human trafficking of kids with the island, and not Epstein's island? It was a different island, and they were giving out free tickets to when the documentary was released. Y'all got me over here wanting to buy a steam cleaner. I wonder what I could clean with a steam cleaner. Well, apparently the shower. That's a good start. Thank you, Dutchie, for sharing with the Discord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is that been put in our Discord? I haven't been on my laptop all day today. Let me see if this has been put in our Discord. Yep. It's the TikTok. So it'll probably go down. But I'm sure Dan will put up a video that won't go down on his TikTok. I am quite crazy. Thank you, Cash. I try. And thank you for coming up on panel. And Dutchie, thank you for coming up. I'm so honored to have both of you guys up here. I think that's the same. Is that Cash? I know that name. I think that's the same guy I'm talking about. You can come up. You can come up. Hell, I can open the YouTube and pin it to the top if I can just drop it again. If you want to come up, you can come up. Can you guys still hear me? Am I up here rambling? Doodle, you still here? Kimber?
Yeah, I hear you.
I
Klein?
can still hear you.
Did we ever find Klein?
Fine.
Lisa thinks he went to sleep.
Uh-oh. I don't have a go to sleep little Mimi thing. I hope Ellie runs all the way back on this dude, because if they do in reverse dive on this, because over the years statistically there are probably more victims. I agree, Fuzzy. I hope they do too. He started snoring in the phone with me before. We're lucky he's muted. Keeping it worse than Craig. I don't know if that link dropped. It looks like it did, but it's giving me an error because my swamp signal.
Do not hate on the sleepers.
I drop it enough times. Dude, we're gonna have to make a snoring little meme thing like my front porch one. I don't have a snoring one. I have a jackass, but that'll probably wake him up. Or the drama llama. That would probably wake him up too. Also, I'm rage typing, so that message made very little sense. My senses are not well formed. Fuzzy, I got you. I got you. I understood what you meant.
I sent him a message, said, "Wake your ass up. We'll see if if he wakes up." Oh, he's awake.
We could play the drama llama. He's awake.
I said,
We'll
"Wake
do a
your
wake
ass
up
up."
call.
I see ... He says that he's up. His girlfriend's on the phone. Okay.
Oh. Get a pillow with a little snoozies. Telling me snoring in the live. Lisa has an evil side.
He can hear.
Love it.
He can hear. He said he's listening, so he hears us. It's all Lisa's fault, Klein.
You like me? It's all Lisa's fault. Always speak. Do not be a bystander. I love that, Cash. And that's what I was saying is like the whole scammer in the community, in the crime community that bleeds into the true crime community. And then you had the scammer that we were dealing with. And thank God we've all broke away from that bullshit. And now we have a whole ass founder of a freaking huge advocacy group that deserves to not waste my oxygen. Has Doodlebug been harassed by the
No, actually, honest to God, I've never been to a Sam's, but it was funny because they were talking about how this robot would follow you around like your end cap, and I'm like, oh, I'll be back. I'm going to Sam's.
That robot is harassing.
That's so funny, Fuzzy. You remember that? That's so funny.
That robot is harassing. You know the robot at Sam's, honey?
All right.
That harasses you at Sam's, the inventory robot?
I don't know, but I'm fixing to find a Sam's. What they do to your end cap? I'm joking. I'm just joking.
Doodlebug is a
That
woman.
robot. That robot will touch.
Yes.
That robot will touch you on your end cap if you're not careful.
Well, all right. Come at me with a good time. I'm joking. I'm joking.
She may be joking, but we all know
Maybe.
that she's
Am I,
innocent.
But am I?
I'm sad my Sam's has a robot that I know of. I haven't been to a Sam's Club in probably 20 years, y'all. I'm
Glitter,
behind.
they have inventory
All right, I'm
robots
gonna
that go
flip some
around.
of these funnies.
They have
No.
inventory robots that go around and count the inventory. They're on the track, but when they go around the end cap, yeah.
Well, I don't know if Klein fell off the front porch or if he voluntarily yeeted himself. We'll find out in a minute.
Needed.
All right, so I'm gonna add Doodles.
Oh, you're not getting dinner.
First funny
You're
here.
bad.
I should still get some.
No, you're not getting dinner.
Gonna lighten the
I
mood a little
demand
bit.
some.
I
Doing
did
bad.
update the title
It
of the
ain't like you
live
Mother Teresa.
So,
and a serious
What you doing,
subject.
Bob?
Hey,
Predator
me and Terry
Monday.
was talking last night, and hey Terry, you smell good. Terry said you got us living in some job turkey conditions, and we not having. No, wait a minute, you baking Terry at 325 degrees? Clearly, Terry, I got a boo boo move. Can I have a little privacy, please?
What?
You know.
What?
Ah.
Why are you so dramatic?
I'm not.
You are.
I take after you, mama.
Wow.
Please don't cut my nails. Stop. Stop! Oh. I was just dreaming. Oh, man. Oh, that was a scary.
That little
Poor
white
Terry.
so cute. That little white
Poor
dog was
Terry.
Terry looked delicious.
Hey, I would take a leg off
I want you
Terry.
to tell TikTok what
A
you just did.
heartbeat.
I opened the door for a delivery person. And what did you do? You ran out, you jumped in their open car door into their back seat where their child was strapped into a car seat. I know. And then you took a chicken nugget from her.
Not the chicken nugget.
Yeah, I saw that one the other night. That was hilarious.
Not a chicken nugget thief.
Reckon what you like to eat in there? French fried potatoes? How much you want for 'em? I reckon I'll have me some of the bacon.
Fucking dead. I'm dead. Are these more? Oh,
There's good to eat. You got any
Doodle
biscuits
has
for
sent
sale in
us
there? Reckon
glorious
what you like to eat
funnies.
in there? French fried potatoes? How much you want for 'em? I reckon I'll have me some of the bacon.
Give a goddamn how famous I am or whatever. It don't matter to me because I'm about dead anyway, so what I give a shit? What in the hell do I care?
It's me laughing, Cash. Yes, it's Mom laughing.
His face. I'll say it right to his face in cursive because he knows if he comes over, I'll scissor kick his gizzard.
Scissor kick his giggles.
Well, I'll say it right to his face. I'll say it right to his face in cursive because he knows if he comes over, I'll scissor kick his gizzard.
Not scissor kick his gizzard. Oh my god. Dude, I'm dead.
Y'all, Derek went to bed at 8 o'clock tonight.
What the hell? Oh man.
Derek went to bed at 8:00. 33 years old. Derek went to bed at 8:00 because he's going to go play golf tomorrow.
She's still stuck on the silver paper.
I can't do it. I just because I visualized it. Oh, did it, girl? Look at that, all of that.
I love how amused you get so easily.
It don't take much.
Nicole's like, I just want to squeeze them. I think she means that goat's butt cheeks, but whatever.
Nicole, my son Derek is definitely serious about his golf.
Yeah, I can't play golf.
Me either.
I can't play golf. I'll tell y'all a funny story. So when we was staying up in Richmond with my dad and Drifty on the family property, there's a golf course, like, because it takes 30 minutes to get to town. So you're driving down all these back roads. And there's a big ass golf course back there. And so, like, for a week, Minnie and a friend of mine we'd get to the golf course and they would roll the window down and they would holler "4" real loud. And I told them, I said, y'all idiots is going to end up with a damn golf ball in the freaking window. And they learned my truck. They learned how my truck sounded. And here we're driving through there one day and there's 4 of them motherfuckers standing on the top of the hill ready to fucking to shoot golf balls at my damn truck because of them 2 morons hanging out the truck going 4.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Hi, Paula. Because Paula loves it here, Cash, and so do you. You love the boost. I need to make Dutchie blue.
Good night, Far.
Good night,
or
my
good
love.
afternoon. Good afternoon, Far. It's not night over there.
Give the boy hugs for me. Oh, my Lord. Y'all. I needed that. Look, I saved one of these for Art, but he's had a pre-engagement that was cashed on mine. That was planned. See, Cash, you live rent free in my head. Cash, it's not one I've had an interest, but I could probably get down with driving the golf cart around. I would love to drive a golf cart around. Shit, I live in Florida. I think that's like a normal thing. Ooh. I almost clicked on somebody's live, y'all. I hope this, because my TikTok don't like to play. You had to go show the sheep to your son. That's freaking hilarious. I love that. With my little bow thing. Dear, 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 dear. My little bow thing. Oh, come on.
Why do boys fart louder than girls? Because they have a microphone and 2 speakers. Boys fart louder than girls.
I do boys fart. So this wasn't funny, but y'all.
They sent me cake. There's no candle on the cake, so I'm like, yeah, you have to light the middle, right? I don't know.
Okay, so first of all, I don't know, brand big energy. I might just look into that. Because I'm feeling the name. Because sometimes I have some big stick energy.
Say what?
What?
You got a big stick energy. What the hell you
Now
talking
look at
about,
this.
Mom?
This makeup.
Oh,
Look here. Big stick energy.
that's not where my mind went, but okay.
Big stick energy. Look, see. Check this shit out. How cool is this?
Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, I knew it! I knew it!
The fuck is
Dude.
what kind of shit?
This is crazy. This is crazy. Let me move this. Oh my god. You guys, I've never had a cake that does this. We don't want to ruin the concealer now. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? This is the coolest thing ever. Wait, look at it. It kind of smells good. I think it's made with like marshmallow. What do you think, Carter?
Isn't that crazy? The damn cake burns.
Hopefully I don't set the fire alarms off.
What did it do?
I've never done goat yoga, but I have watched goat yoga videos, and I love them. Y'all didn't see it? Are you
No.
serious? It didn't load?
I saw it, but what did it do?
It was showing. Oh, that's comfy. It melted the whole top
They sent
is a
me
candle.
cake, and there's no candles on the cake.
Oh.
So like, yeah,
Watch.
You have to light the middle, right? So let's do it. I don't even know how to work this lighter. Do you?
Look, she taking too damn long with the lighter. Come on. Watch this shit.
Oh, I knew it! I knew it!
Look at that shit.
Dude.
Oh, okay. I got
This
it.
is crazy. Let me move this.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my god. You guys, I've never had that does this.
Where the hell do you get a cake that the top of the cake is a candle? That makes me okay. I sent this one to Doodle the other night. I'm officially in love with this guy. He had me at Big Thick Country Boy, but either way, it's fucking hilarious.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey, I'm one of Mother Nature's favorite managers, Spring. Who are you talking to? Listen, y'all know who I am. Always vlogging, like everybody just loves you. I don't know why you think everybody loves you like that, Spring. I was just taking a little stroll around, and I wanted to tell y'all that I really appreciate all the love everybody gives me. Everybody seems to like my style of work, okay? Everything about you, buddy. But I do got to warn you. Kid thinks he's going to be a YouTube superstar or something. Just go to work. Got so full of himself. Look at Summer. Look at Summer out there at the beach working, spreading the sand, getting ready. Almost ready. You need to be more like Summer. People love Summer. Me and Summer work real close together, okay? Me and Summer work real close. Summer's right on my heels. Ah. Who's talking? Wasp! Wasp! Hey, he's gonna get you. Better run. Wasp, come here. Is somebody talking? He's mad all the time. Come here, Wasp. He's always just hanging around waiting on me. Wasp, come help me spread the sand out. Come here. Come here, Wasp. You know the thing about spring, y'all don't get too comfortable, okay? Because we might have a tornado one day and a frost the next day. Everything might freeze up, all the plants die. Pauline gets mad when I do that. Pauline ain't here. Pauline, you see how much it's been raining? Thunderstorm been coming in doing all too much. You need to get him under control. Erased everything Pauline's been doing for the whole season. He's working. He ain't got time to bullcrap with your stupid vlogs. Pollen is necessary. Necessary for the ecosystem, you know. We got to have. How do you think the bees start going, and how do you think the flowers start blooming? And speaking of bees, wasps. People keep talking about, hey, keep wasp away. Summer. That's summer. Y'all get our seasons confused, okay? You think you missed a beast or something? Or fake call? That'll work, spring. I just want to say, I hope everybody's having a real good spring. It's nice out here, though. You got humidity, heat perfect right now. Keep doing this. Once they get on the clock with summer, oh my God. Good. I'm gonna go to work. Enjoy it, because summer will be here soon. You know what comes with him? Don't you put mosquito on me. I don't want everybody coming at me. Y'all have a good one. Everybody coming at me talking about mosquito this, mosquito that. No, mosquito independent contractor. It's so nice out here. You quit lying to the pit spray. I hate these kids. We hire a bunch of kids to be managers. We want to be a YouTube superstar. You got a job to do, Spring. Go do it. Hey, y'all. I'm one of Mother Nature's favorite managers, Spring.
I love this guy. I thought this one was funny too. Well, he done turned the damn game on. There it goes. Anyone want to take a wild guess why Mayberry was so peaceful?
I got to calm down, but thank you for having me up here.
Honey, it's okay. Oh no, we lost Doodle.
Hey, girl.
Get it, Shelly, get it.
I dropped the link back for you, Doodle. Aw. This damn man ain't done nothing but lay in his damn bed for hours. What's so I go live and turn the freaking game on? What the hell?
Okay.
Oh, come on.
These are nicknames for your friend named Chris or Christopher. Chris Army Knife, the Mississippi River, Chris the Boot of Fur, Breathing Hairline, a Christopher, this a little of Chris, a little of crack, a swing and a miss. Oh, I'm just so Christ off. Take out the beginning and the end and just go.
What hell happened? What in the fuck? Oh my gosh. Sheldon! What the hell happened? What in the
She's not just a fucking friend. She's your personal battlefield medic, combat strategist, and war.
No, let's do it like that, but I'll end up pulling out ones I didn't mean to. I think it's this one. Come on.
I'm sorry I'm late. I was in jail. I'm buying an accordion from a super sketchy dude on Craigslist. So if I go missing, that's where you start.
You can't slash all four because then his insurance might pay for it. So slash one tire, roll under, slash the spare, you're done.
But remember, I've got like 2 people on my phone that'll kill someone. I'm gonna be late because my bank is being robbed and this asshole won't let me go. What are you gonna do? Shoot me? I'm sorry I'm late. I was in jail. I'm buying an accordion from a super sketchy dude on Craigslist. So if I go
Go ahead and keep talking about me behind my back, because honestly, I don't care. You know who else is back there? My butthole. Breathe it in. I hope you get pink eye.
Breathe it in. I pink eye. I think that was the only one I'd saved that saved over that was funny. I need to figure out how to put them all in a playlist instead of trying to use my bookmarks or whatever it's called, my favorites over there. It's a myth. So if I Dutch oven Craig tonight, Lisa, he's not going to get pink eye. We may have to try that. just might have to try it. Yep, that's not how you get it. So would it still be considered an experiment if I Dutch oven? Well, it's no fun if he's not going to get pink eye. What the hell? All that effort for nothing? All that friggin' effort for nothing. Lisa said, sure. Could be my experiment. Gonna be my experiment. See if this other one will load for y'all. Brutally sent me this. I can get it to load. I'll pull it up. Let me see. Over here. Over here. I think it's this one. Brutally sends me the funniest shit. I got tagged on Twitter in this one too. You're good, Doodle. You are good, honey. The link should be right up in chat. I don't know if you can scroll up that far. I can drop it again for you here. KB. Perished. Go get some pink eye and give it to him. Is the most common pathogen. Oh. Lisa always comes in with the scientifical stuff. Oh, damn it. It didn't do it right. Hang on. I had to pull it up. Pause it real quick. Okay. Now we'll pull it over here. Share screen, and screen, audio, all things. Yep, got it. Roger, Dodger, pork chop. Make sure it's unmuted.
See, you, yeah. Hey, you need me? Hey, you don't need me. Hell no, you don't need me, man. Come on. And I think I have a panic attack.
White women ain't scared of shit. I keep telling y'all. Stop calling the cops for stuff like this. Like I told y'all a long time ago. Don't call the police. Don't call the firemen. Don't call animal control. Don't call your veterinarian. Call your local white woman that's sitting on the couch in leggings and flip-flops drinking a latte with 3 rescues in her lap. That's who you call. Stop tying up the 911 lines. No wonder they don't get out to people for 2 hours. Y'all calling them for animals.
Thank you, Nicole, for coming in, honey. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for coming in.
Stuff when you can easily just call a white woman and she can handle that shit with ease, man. You saw your damn self. No, honey, go back to her, okay? Can't you see I'm trying to have a picnic with my mom? It's Easter Sunday, baby. And you're interrupting us, okay? Now you can come back later if you want to hang out and get some treats, okay? But for right now, can you please give us some space? Thank you so much. That's simple. The cop was trying to explain it to y'all in so many words, but he being too nice. He was waiting for me to give that stamp of approval on it, man. White women ain't scared of shit. And here's another example.
You got this. Hey, you don't.
All right, y'all. I just wanted to come in and have some laughs, and we had a really serious subject that needed to be discussed that I knew nothing about until the live. So if you're on replay crew, please make sure that you watch the entire conversation while the panel and then the clarification between the two groups. I don't want Jazz and Missing in America to get any kind of bad feedback from Missing People in America's founder being a predator. Kimber, you still with me?
I am.
All right. I didn't know if I lost you too.
No, I'm still here.
Well, thank you for coming up. Thank you,
Well, thank you
everybody,
for
for coming
having
up
me.
tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and end it out for this evening. And I appreciate everybody for being here. You want to say your closing?
Y'all be good humans. And have a great weekend.
Oh, thank you guys all for being here. Thank you for everybody that came up on panel and hung out with us tonight. Thank you to Art, Dutchess, Doodle, Kimber, Cash, and Klein that came up and had other things going on in the background. Always appreciate you guys. And remember, if you see something, say something. It takes a village to raise a child. And I will catch you guys on the flip side.